Good morning, students. Now we'll start solving the NCERT problems, right? In solving the numericals, these are the formulas. Speed is equal to distance upon time, and average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. And these are three equations of motion. We have already done it. V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So these are the formulas which we are going to use in solving the numerical problems. And what you have to keep in mind, whenever a body start from rest, then its initial velocity will be 0. And when a moving body comes to rest, then its final velocity will be 0. ये आपको ध्यान में रखना है बेटे, right? और another thing what you have to learn or remember, that whenever the speed is given in kilometer per hour and you want to convert it in meter per second, then you have to multiply it by 5 by 18. To convert the speed in kilometer per hour to meter per second, we have to multiply the speed by 5 by 18. And if you want to convert the speed in meter per second to kilometer per hour, then you have to multiply it by 18 by 5, right? So let us start doing the NCERT problem. The first problems are given on page 100. We'll discuss each and every question of the NCERT book. The first question is, an object has moved through a distance. Can it have zero displacement? If yes, support your answer. Yes, the answer is yes. Suppose when a body travels in a circular path like this and complete one round, then the distance covered by the body is 2 pi r, equal to the circumference of the body, but the displacement is 0 as the initial and the final position of the body is same. Therefore the displacement is 0, but in this case the distance is not 0. The distance is equal to the circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r. Second question. The second question is, a farmer moves along the boundary of a square field of side 10 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the magnitude or displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds from his initial position? So what is the question? First, let us understand the question. It's a square field, and let the initial position of the farmer is A, and the side of square field is 10 meter. So, and the farmer covers 10 meter, one round. The farmer complete one round in 40 seconds, right? And we have to find the displacement after 2 minutes 20 seconds. The total time is 2 minutes 20 seconds. That is 2 into 60 plus 20, 140 seconds. What will be the displacement after 140 seconds? Let the initial position of the farmer is A. यहाँ से start करता है, तो हमें देखना है कि फाइनल पोजीशन क्या होगी आफ्टर 140 सेकेंड्स, राइट? और हमें ये मालूम है कि एक राउंड जो है वो 40 सेकेंड में कवर करता है. सो लेट अस सी कि 140 सेकेंड में वो कितने राउंड लगाएगा. सो इन 40 सेकेंड्स इट कवर्स वन राउंड. In 1 second it will cover 1 by 40 rounds, and in 140 seconds it will cover 7 by 2 round, that is 3.5 round, right? So after 1 round he will again reach at A. After 2 round again, after 3 round again he will reach to the position A. And now we have 3.5 round, so half round will finish at point C. So its final position is at C. So the minimum displacement between A and C is this line, that is the diagonal of the square. The final position is C. So the displacement is the minimum distance between the initial and the final position, that is the AC, that diagonal, and the diagonal of square is side root 2. Side is 10, so diagonal is 10 root 2, so our displacement is 10 root 2 meters. Again, that displacement, what is displacement? The minimum distance between the initial and the final position is called the displacement. The initial position is A and the final position is C. So, and the displacement is between, or the minimum distance between A and C is the diagonal of the square, and that is 10 root 2 meter. The next question, third question on page 100. Which of the following is true for displacement? It cannot be 0. Displacement cannot be 0. This is false. Displacement can be 0 when the initial and the final position of the body is 0. Initial and final position is same, then displacement is 0. Its magnitude is greater than the distance traveled by the object. No, displacement can never be greater than the distance. It can maximum be equal to the distance covered by the body, or always less than the distance traveled by the body. So this is also false. Both the parts are false. Now move on to the next. Now page 102. Now move on to the page 102. Page 102. First question. Distinguish between speed and velocity. You know that we have already discussed the difference between speed and velocity. Speed is distance upon time, velocity is displacement upon time. Speed is a scalar quantity, whereas velocity is a vector quantity. Speed of a body cannot be negative, whereas velocity can be negative. Now the next question is, under what condition is the magnitude of average velocity of an object is equal to its average speed? Average velocity or average speed same कब होती है? When the body travels in a straight line. What does the odometer of an automobile measure? Odometer measure distance. What does the path of an object look when it is uniform motion? It's a straight line graph. Uniform motion का ग्राफ आपको पता ही है बेटे कैसा होता है? ये यूनिफॉर्म मोशन का ग्राफ है. दिस इज डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ. ये डिस्टेंस है और ये टाइम है, एंड दिस इज द ग्राफ फॉर यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, ड्यूरिंग एन एक्सपेरिमेंट ए सिग्नल फ्रॉम spaceship reached the ground station in 5 minutes. So time taken by the signal is 5 minutes. 5 minutes because the SI unit is seconds. So we have to convert time into seconds. While doing the numerical, you have to keep all the physical quantity in SI system. And time का SI unit seconds है, speed का meter per second है. And what is the distance of the spaceship from the ground station? The signal travels at a speed of 3. Speed of light कितनी है हमारे को? Speed of light given है 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So it is already in meter per second, so no need to change. So we have to find the distance. You know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So distance will be equal to speed into time. You know the speed. Speed is 3 into 10 to the power 8, and time is 300 seconds. So 3 3s are 9, और ये 2 0 इसके साथ मिल जाएंगे तो ये 10 0 हो जाएंगे, इतने मीटर्स ये डिस्टेंस आ गया। किलोमीटर में कन्वर्ट करना हो तो 1000 से डिवाइड कर देंगे, इतने किलोमीटर आ जाएगा। सो दिस इज द क्वेश्चंस ऑन पेज 100, पेज 102 था ये, राइट। नाउ मूव ऑन टू द पेज 103, पेज 103, these are questions. First question, when will you say a body is in uniform acceleration? This is the definition: uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. When a body travels in a straight line and its velocity increases by equal amounts in equal intervals of time, it is said to have uniform acceleration. The second question is numerical. A bus decreases its speed from 80 to 60 in 5 seconds. Find its acceleration. तो इनिशियल स्पीड कितनी है बेटे? 80 किलोमीटर पर आवर, और फाइनल वेलोसिटी है 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर, और टाइम है 5 सेकेंड्स। एक्सेलरेशन निकालना है हमारे को। वैसे भी देख के एकदम पता चल जाता है, स्पीड कम हो रही है, 80 से 60 हो रही है तो रिटार्डेशन होगा, और अगर स्पीड बढ़ेगी तो एक्सेलरेशन होता है। तो पहले हमें कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा किलोमीटर पर आवर को मीटर पर सेकेंड में, एंड आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying with 5 by 18. So if you multiply it, it becomes 400 by 18 meter per second, and this is 300 by 18 meter per second. So the formula of acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity, v minus u upon t. V is final velocity, u is initial velocity, and t is time. We have given everything. This is final velocity is 300 upon 18 minus this is 400 upon 18, and time is 5 seconds. So LCM is 18, this is 300 minus 400 और 18, और ये 5 इसके साथ नीचे ही आ जाएगा बेटे, तो ये बन जाएगा माइनस 8 अपॉन 90, दैट इज माइनस 10 अपॉन 9 माइनस 1.1 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. द यूनिट ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन इज मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. So it comes out to be negative. It shows that negative sign shows that it's a retardation. It is retardation. वैसे मैंने आपको पहले ही पता चल जाता है कि एक्सेलरेशन रिटार्डेशन आएगी या एक्सेलरेशन होगी. अगर स्पीड इंक्रीज होगी तो एक्सेलरेशन होगा, और स्पीड डिक्रीज होगी तो रिटार्डेशन होगा. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ए ट्रेन स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द रेलवे स्टेशन. I have told you whenever a body starts from rest, initial velocity is 0. So its initial velocity is 0 and moving with a uniform acceleration and attained a speed of 40 in 10 minutes. तो फाइनल वेलोसिटी कितनी होगी बेटे? 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर इन 10 मिनट्स. टाइम 10 मिनट्स है, तो कन्वर्ट करेंगे पहले. u तो 0 है क्योंकि बॉडी रेस्ट से स्टार्ट हो रही है, और 40 किलोमीटर को 5 by 10 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं तो ये आ जाएगा 200 अपॉन 18 मीटर पर सेकेंड. और टाइम जो है वो 10 मिनट्स है, इंटू 60 करके सेकेंड्स बनेंगे 600 सेकेंड्स. और एक्सेलरेशन निकालना है तो एक्सेलरेशन का फार्मूला तो वही है बेटे, a इज इक्वल टू v माइनस u अपॉन t. सो एक्सेलरेशन इज v इज फाइनल वेलोसिटी इज 200 अपॉन 18, इनिशियल इज 0 एंड टाइम इज 600. सो दिस इज 200 अपॉन 18, और ये 600 भी यहीं आ जाएगा, ये 3 से कट जाएगा, 1 अपॉन 54 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. दिस इज एक्सेलरेशन. मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, पेज 107. पेज 107. Page 107. These are the questions based on graph. What is the nature of the distance time graph for uniform and non-uniform motion? Distance time graph आपको एक बार फिर से याद दिला दें बेटे. यूनिफॉर्म के लिए ऐसा स्ट्रेट लाइन ग्राफ होता है, और नॉन यूनिफॉर्म के लिए ऐसा. बस यही बताना था इसमें. दिस फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन, what can you say about the motion of an object whose distance time graph is a straight line parallel to time axis? वो कहता है कि अगर ऐसा dt ग्राफ, डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ, अगर dt ग्राफ ऐसा हो टाइम एक्सिस के पैरेलल, तो इसका क्या मतलब होता है? द बॉडी इज एट रेस्ट. वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दीज ग्राफ्स. द graph parallel to time axis, dt graph parallel to time axis means the body is at rest. Third question, what can you say about the motion of an object if its speed time graph is a straight line parallel to time axis? Again, speed time graph or velocity time graph when the is parallel to time axis. अगर vt graph ऐसा हो, इसका मतलब है the body is moving with a constant speed. The body is moving with a constant speed. In this case, the body is not at rest, but if in case of dt graph, the body is at rest, but in case of vt graph, the body is moving with a constant speed. Next is what is the quantity which is measured by the area occupied below the vt graph? This is vt graph, and suppose you want to calculate area under the vt graph. This is the area under the vt graph. Shows what it shows. It shows the distance covered by the body. The area under the graph shows the distance covered by the body. So that's all for today. We'll discuss some more numericals, rest of the numericals of NCERT book in the next class.